I hope that you've enjoyed these yoga videos. The entire series is also available for purchase at shopgymra.com. Hi, and welcome to GymRa. I'm Chelsea Gilson, and you're watching Yoga with Chelsea. To get started, find a comfortable seated position with your legs crossed. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can sit up on a pillow or you can lean against something for this first part of our class. So take a deep breath first, and then as you exhale, let your eyes close. Place your hands on top of your knees and just start to check in with your breathing. The breath that we're going to work with today is a Yogi Breath, a 3-part Yogi Breath. So to do these inhales and exhales, we're going to breathe deep into our belly, filling our bellies up, and then filling our ribs up, and filling up across our chest. As we exhale, you exhale out your chest, your ribs, and your belly. Inhaling through your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Exhaling out your chest, your ribs, and your belly. Keep breathing like this on your own, trying to keep the length of the inhale and exhale similar. And these deep breaths are going to help us tap into our intention. Our intention for today's class and for today is to be present. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale, letting go of everything that has been bogging down your mind with worry from your past. Taking a deep inhale and exhale, letting go of everything on your to-do list that is worrying you about the future. Another deep inhale through your belly and your ribs and your chest, exhaling out your chest, your ribs, and your belly. And staying here in the present, using this breath to be where you are. 2 more nice deep inhales and exhales. And on your next inhale, let your arms float up to the sky. And as they do, you can flutter your eyes open, gazing up at your hands. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Nice gentle movement, inhaling your arms up, gazing up at your hands. Exhale, bringing your hands into heart center. 1 more like that, inhaling up. Exhale, bringing your hands into heart center. And then we're going to inhale our arms up again. This time our left hand goes to the outside of the right leg, right fingertips behind you, twisting, gazing over that right shoulder. As you inhale, stretch the crown of your head up. As you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift your arms back up to ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling your arms up, twisting to the other side. Right hand goes to the outside of the left leg. Left fingertips behind you, gazing over that left shoulder. The waves look so beautiful here. Inhaling, lift the crown of your head high. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Nice. Inhaling your arms back up. Exhale to heart center. Nice. 1 more time. Inhaling your arms up, twisting just a little bit faster here. 1 breath. Inhaling your arms up, twisting over to your left side. And then inhale your arms back up. Hands come to heart center. Just change the cross of your legs so the opposite one is in front. Hands go onto your knees. This is a very grounding pose to keep your hands on your knees. We're going to do big rotations here with our chest. So we're bringing our chest forward to the side, all the way back, really working out all the kinks in our lower back here for 3, for 2, and you can really make these as small or as big as you want to. For 1, nice, and just switching directions. For 5, 4, 3. It's like a little glute massage too. 2, 1. Nice. Press into your knees, lift your chest up high. This time grabbing onto your knees, pull your chest forward. So I'm pushing my shoulders back as I pull my chest forward, and then pressing my belly button towards my spine. I'm rounding back. So it's like moving through a cat-cow, but you're doing this in a seated position. And this is a great exercise to do when you're sitting in a chair at work, or even in the car if you're stopped. You can do a little bit of these mobility for your spine movements. One more. Really reach your chest through. Exhale, really round your back. Nice. Back up. Good. And just drop your ear to the right shoulder, and then lift back up, left ear to left shoulder. So just going side to side here. I heard a little creak in my neck, so don't be worried if you hear some creaks or cracks. Nice. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Take your hands, place them down on your mat. Your knees are coming right underneath your hips. So my arms are in a straight line, elbows, shoulders, and wrists all in a line. And I'm going to tuck my toes under and press my hips back. And then roll my spine back up to tabletop. So it's just an action of pressing your hips back and then rolling back up to your tabletop. 3 more times, pressing back. And we're getting a nice stretch through the back side of our feet here, and we're also elongating through our back. 1 more, pressing back here. Let your gaze go between your knees. Then lift your knees up off the mat, pressing your hips back further. And then knees come down, coming back to your tabletop position. Lift up your ankles and your feet and roll them out in one direction and the other. And then tuck your toes back under, pressing into your hands, lean your chest towards your thighs, lifting up your knees, hovering here, using your core, activating through your abs, and then gently straightening your legs to downward facing dog. So in this first downward facing dog, bend your right knee and straighten through your left leg. So you're getting a stretch through that left hamstring, through the back of the left leg. And then switching, bending into your left knee, straightening out your right. So this is called walking the dog. We're walking back and forth, nice and gently. Nice. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then stretch both heels towards the mat. Doesn't matter if they go all the way down. Do a little bend in your knees. Stretch your hips up, press through all 10 fingers, and then shake your head no, letting go of any negativity. Shake it yes to all the positivity. Nice. And then start to walk your hands back towards your feet. So you're at a forward fold at the back of your mat. Nice bend to your knees. Grab onto opposite elbows here and sway a little side to side. So like a rag doll, you're just swaying, letting something you don't need just roll off your back here. And then releasing your hands down to the mat, straighten out your legs, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. So you're stacking your vertebrae and you're coming up like a reverse waterfall. Last thing to come up is your head. When you get up, you stretch your arms, reaching up as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching your arms up. This time, cactus, open your arms, press your chest forward, pull your arms back. So you're making this field goal shape with your arms, opening your chest up to the sky. 1 more breath. You can see I'm getting a little back bend, pressing my hips forward. Inhale, back up. This time we're gonna forward fold over our mat. So keep your hands through heart center, forward folding all the way down, back to your mat, back to your forward fold. Press your hands into your shins to lean your head forward with a nice flat back. So it's like you're gazing over a cliff here. And then exhale, pull yourself back into your legs. Inhale, press into your shins, come up halfway lift. Exhale, pulling yourself in. 1 more time, pressing into your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back in, staying here, pulling yourself in a little closer. And then bending your knees to plant your hands on the mat, walk your hands back out to your downward facing dog. Bend one knee, then the other, walking out your dog. for 3, for 2, for 1, and then come high up on your toes as you inhale. Exhale, let your heels come back down. So you're lifting up on your toes as you inhale. Exhale, heels come back down. Inhale, lift up on your toes. This time, shift your weight forward. Again, rolling out your vertebrae so you come into a plank position. Holding your plank, stretch the crown of your head forward. Press through your hands, spread across your chest. Tap to lower your knees on the mat. Take a breath, and then see if you can lift your knees back up. If this is too much, you can keep your knees down. We're just going down and up for 5. For 4, really activating through our core. We want a whole body workout today for 3, 2, 1. Holding your plank position, shift your weight forward. You can drop your knees down if you want to here, or keep them up. We're gonna lower all the way down to our bellies. Nice. Untucking your toes, press the tops of your feet into the mat, and then inhale up to a baby cobra. So you're lifting your chest up. Exhale, come back down, keeping your head nice and in line. Inhale, coming up to your baby cobra. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, coming up to your baby cobra, letting your hands float off the mat. So you're using the strength of your lower back to keep you up for 3 breaths, for 2, for 1. Letting that come down, nice. Tucking your toes, pressing up to all 4s. So we're back to that tabletop position. Our toes are untucked. We're gonna open our arm out to the right, gazing at the right fingertips. Wrist rotations for 3, for 2, for 1. Right hand comes down, left arm goes up. Wrist rotations for 3, 2. I love facing this way. The ocean is so pretty. 1. Left hand comes back down, letting your right leg go out. Ankle rotations for 3, 2, 1. Right knee comes down, left leg goes out for 3, 2, 1. Nice. Left leg comes back down, tuck your toes, press your chest back towards your thighs like we did before, gazing between your feet or your knees, and then straighten back to your downward facing dog. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet in your forward fold, maybe going a little deeper before you roll up vertebrae by vertebrae all the way to standing. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them into heart center. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring them to heart center. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, cactus, open your arms, press your hips forward. Nice. Staying here for 1 more breath, maybe going a little deeper. And then inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Shake your head no. And then press into your shins to halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in deep. Inhale, press your shins to halfway lift. Exhale, fold in deep. Inhale, press your shins to halfway lift. Exhale, fold in deep, and then bend your knees, walk yourself out to your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, press in with all 10 fingers. Energetically stretch your heels towards the back of your mat, and then lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Right leg comes back down, lift the left. So we're marching back and forth, right to left. We're using our booty to get that leg up there, but we're keeping our core nice and stable. Nice. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Keeping the right leg up, bend the right knee, open the right hip on top of the left. And then straighten that right leg back in line, straighten it all the way back out, shift your weight forward, right knee to nose, look forward, step your right foot up next to the right thumb. If it doesn't get there, grab behind the right leg and just move it forward. Bend into the back knee to drop it down, fingertips on either side of the right foot, and then lift that back knee up. So we're coming down with the left knee, back up for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping that back knee down, untuck the toes, Walk your hands up to that front leg and let your chest be proud. So I'm sinking into this pose. My hips are nice and squared off to the front of my mat. And from this space, I'm gonna let my arms come all the way up by my ears. Maybe my gaze even goes up here and I challenge my balance a little bit. One more breath like this. And then reaching your hands forward, let your hands come to frame the right foot. Walk your fingertips back, pulling those right toes towards your face, stretching your body forward. So this is a nice stretch down the back of that right leg. Stepping into the right foot, tuck the toes of the back foot so we're back in that lunge. This time we're straightening the right leg out and bending back in for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying low in this low lunge. Plant your left hand, let your right arm reach up. Gazing up towards those right fingertips. Let the right arm shoot out by your ear to reach forward. And then right hand comes down. Get light on the back foot. Step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Forward fold. Nice. From your forward fold, put your fingertips on the ground, sit your hips back into a chair pose, and then lift your hips back up for 5, for 4, 3, 2. Nice work getting into your glutes. 1, hips down. Let your arms come up for your chair pose and hold. So I'm pulling in my navel, I'm sitting my hips back. I want to see all 10 of my toes, lifting my chest. One more deep inhale, exhale, letting that reach all the way up. Hands come to heart center and down by your side in a mountain pose. So in this Tadasana mountain pose, press into all 4 corners of your feet, lift up your kneecaps, engage through your abdominals, pull your shoulders back, and then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let your hands come to heart center. 2 more like that. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale your arms up. Coming into that cactus pose, letting your elbows open wide, pressing your hips forward. Inhale, back up. Hands through heart center. Forward fold over your legs. Press into your shins to halfway lift. Exhale, come back in. You know where we're going. We're pressing in again, halfway lift. Exhale, come back in. So good for our spine strength. Pressing into our shins, halfway lift. Exhale, come back in. Then bend your knees, plant your hands, step back 1 foot, then the other, so you're in a plank position. This time we're gonna drop our right knee, then our left knee. So we're just walking out our knees for 10, keeping our core engaged. Stretching the crown of our head forward. Halfway there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then keeping your knees down or up, we're gonna lower all the way down to our bellies. Untuck your toes, keep your hands in close to you. Inhale up to that baby cobra that we worked on before. Exhale, come back down. Inhale up to that nice baby cobra. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale up to that baby cobra, floating your arms up, maybe even letting your arms float behind you now. Staying for another 2 breaths. And then exhale, coming back down, planting your hands, tucking your toes, coming up to all 4s. Nice. From your all 4s, lifting your right arm up, and we've got 3 big circle rotations with that right arm to the back for 3, 2, and 1, and then switching that out, left arm goes up, 3 big circle rotations for 3, 2, 1. Nice. Left hand down, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Hovering here, press your chest back to rest on your thighs, and then straightening your legs to downward facing dog. Lifting your left leg, bend the left knee, open the left hip. So you're stacking the left hip on the right. You can gaze underneath that right armpit to see that foot. Straighten the leg back out and turn it back so the toes face down. Bending the knee in, shift your weight forward, look forward, step the left foot up, nice and gently, up to that left hand. And again, if it doesn't get there, you can just grab behind that left leg, move it forward. We're tapping that right knee down and lifting it back up. Small movement here, we're on our fingertips, engaging through our whole body for 5, 4, 3, 2, doing good, 1. Back knee comes down, untuck the toes, walk your hands up to that left leg. Make sure your hips are nice and square, and then you can inhale your arms up. Maybe letting them go all the way back by your ears. We've been doing so many of those back bends. Maybe you can find a little bit one here and gazing up. Inhaling here, exhaling deep into this stretch. And then gently bringing your hands down to frame that left foot. We're just gonna straighten that left leg, the left toes pull back towards our face. Getting a nice stretch down the back of that left leg. This is prep for doing splits. So if you were really flexible and you wanted to bring that left leg all the way front and walk this right leg back, this is the stretch that helps us get into that split. One more breath here. Stepping back into the left foot, tuck the toes of the back foot, lifting up to our low lunge. We're gonna straighten that front leg and bend back in. Straighten and bend. Doesn't have to come all the way to straight, right? We're just working towards our ability today and what feels good for movement in our body. For 2, for 1, staying here in this nice pose, keeping your right hand down, lifting your left arm up, gazing up towards those left fingertips. Maybe reaching those left fingertips out in front of you so your arm is right by your ear. And then left hand comes down, get light on the back foot. We're gonna step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Sinking into your chair pose, let your arms float behind you. Your chest is resting on your thighs, and then reach your arms forward. So we're just moving our arms back and forth while we sit in this chair pose for 5, for 4, 3. This is what builds us that nice booty. For 2, and 1. Keeping your arms out in front and holding here. See if you can lift your chest a little higher, sink a little deeper. Coming all the way to standing. Hands come to heart center. Hands down by your side. Find your mountain pose, your Tadasana. Inhaling, think about spreading the breath across your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Exhaling out your chest, your ribs, and your belly. Thinking about coming back to that intention of being present. Present with the sensations in your body. Maybe present with the nice sound of the waves. Present with your breath. Nice. We'll inhale our arms up. Exhale, bring them to heart center. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring them to heart center. Inhale your arms up. One more time with those nice cactus arms, opening up your cactus, gazing up, pressing your hips forward. And then coming back up. Inhale your hands to heart center. Nice. We'll do one little balance here before we come down to our mat, do some stretches and maybe a little ab work to finish us out. So standing in our strong mountain Tadasana pose. Our feet are about hip width apart, and to tell that, you take your 2 fists, place them between your feet. That's about hip width. All 4 corners of your feet are pressing down evenly. You're lifting through your kneecaps, you're engaging through your core, you're keeping your shoulder blades down. Hands come to heart center. See if you can lift that right knee up and in towards your body. You're making 3 90-degree angles, and then we're just opening that right leg out to the right and back to the center. Out to the right. It can be a really small movement. For 5, 4, 3. You can always hold on to something if this is a lot for you. 2, 1. Nice. Keeping that in, reach down, grab onto that leg, twisting out the ankle in one direction and the other. And then holding underneath that right leg, let your chest be nice and proud here. Kick that right foot straight and bend it back in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Hold it there. Let go. And then bring that right leg all the way back down to meet the left. Inhale, reach your arms. This time come high up on your toes. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up, high up on your toes. Exhale, heart center. One more time. Inhale, high up on your toes. Exhale, heart center. Nice. Back to that Tadasana pose. Look down at your feet. Make sure they're hip width apart. Press into all 4 corners. Lift those kneecaps. Engage through your core. Let your shoulders come down. Hands to heart center. Left leg comes up. 3 90-degree angles here. Opening to the left and back in. We did 7 on the other side, so we got to do 7 here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding on to that left leg, rotate out that ankle. I'm going to tell you a trick to balancing. If you focus on something, it's called a dristi or a focal point, that is unmoving. It's the best if it's something on the ground in front of you. It helps to balance. Nice. Holding that leg right underneath that left thigh, straightening, bending it back in. This feels pretty good. 4, 3, 2, working out all the kinks, making space for all the changes for our body. Nice, keeping it straightened out. Let go, and let that left leg come back in line with the right. Nice, inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, high up on your toes. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Inhale, high up on your toes. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come back up to the top of your mat again. We'll keep our feet nice and wide this time. Our toes point out. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, sit down so your glutes are coming down towards the mat. Your hands can come down. Tuck your chin. Lift your arms back up. Come all the way back up to standing. Hands to heart center. Heel toe your feet in so they're about hip width. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, sit into your chair. Bring your hands down to the mat. This time just lift up your hips so you're in a forward fold. Shaking your head no, letting go of any last little bit of negativity, anything that's keeping you in the past or the future. Shake your head yes to being present right now, right here. And then plant your hands. Step your feet back into your plank position. Holding for a breath, stretch the crown of your head forward. Beautiful. One more nice deep inhale. And exhale. Let your knees come down, untuck your toes, press back into a child's pose. Forehead can come down towards your mat. Taking an inhale and an exhale. Think about inhaling so deep that your belly can press into your legs or into that space between your legs. And then rolling up your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow, stacking everything up. We'll just spin our feet out in front of us. Feet flat on the ground, hands behind us. Just roll across your glutes a little bit, letting your legs fall side to side. We did a lot of booty work today, so it's nice to roll that out a little bit for 2 and 1. And then keep your feet on the ground, grab behind your legs, lean yourself back, and then hug your body back in, letting your elbows come up. So it's a little bit of an assisted crunch, but it's actually a little harder for me than a regular crunch because I have to really engage to move nice and slow and have my upper body and my abs working together. Trying to keep your legs on the ground, your feet nice and firm for 3, for 2, chest is proud, for 1, nice. Reach your arms out in front of you. And we're gonna roll down nice and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, trying to imprint each one into the mat, reaching overhead, stretching your feet out. Nice, taking a deep breath. And then curling your legs in, grabbing onto your legs, hugging them in nice and tight, rocking side to side a little bit here, massaging out your lower back. Let your left foot come down to the ground, hug your right knee in, and then reach up and grab onto the right shin or onto the outside of the right foot for a half happy baby. Once you get here, you can let your left knee fall out to the left if that feels good, and we're just stretching out through that right leg. And see how my foot is nice and flat to the ceiling or to the sky, like I could step on top of the sky or on top of a cloud. One more breath, letting this knee really just fall out to the side. Beautiful. And then hug that right knee in, give it a nice hug towards your chest, this time crossing the right ankle over the left thigh, reaching through to thread the needle. So you're grabbing behind the left leg, you're making a figure 4 shape. Maybe with each inhale and exhale, you draw your legs into you a little closer. Taking a nice inhale and exhale, maybe coming in a little deeper. Nice. And then left leg can go straight. Right leg goes up to the ceiling. Grab behind the right shin, lifting yourself up towards that right leg. You can let the left leg hover or keep it down. We're going to do little pulses. So we're pulling our body in, kind of like we did when we were up seated. We're using our elbows, bending them down to pull us up, but we're really using deep into our core here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it there, or maybe hover your arms on either side of your leg. You can always hold on to the right leg. One more breath here. Holding back onto the shin, let that come back down, stretching through. You can always have a bend to your right leg here. Pulling that right leg nice and gently in towards your face. Maybe finding a little movement side to side. And then right knee bends in towards you. And we're just going to cross that right leg across our body. So the right knee goes over to the left, right arm goes out to the right, gaze towards the right fingertips. You can let your eyes feel heavy here. Starting to cool down. Letting the twist really wring you out, letting go of something again that you don't need, that no longer serves you. One more breath. Twist a little deeper. And then right leg comes back in, hugging both knees, making a nice little ball, rolling side to side. And then right foot comes down. We're going to grab to the left shin or the outside of the left foot. You just let the right knee fall open if that feels good. You're coming to a half happy baby here. Taking a nice inhale and exhale, never pulling, but just gently breathing into these stretches. Creating space. One more nice deep inhale. And exhale. And then right leg goes to face up. You can hug that left knee in for a breath before crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, reaching up to grab the right leg so you're in a nice figure 4 stretch. And again, just letting yourself relax here, but thinking about inhaling and exhaling, pulling a little deeper. Another deep breath, maybe coming in a little closer to your body with those legs. And then right foot comes down, left leg goes up to the sky, grab behind the left shin. Right leg goes forward, you can have it on the ground or floating. We're going to do those little pulses in. So again, using our arms, bending at the elbows to pull our chest in. But we're really getting deep into those lower ab muscles. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Staying here, holding on, or maybe letting go. Having your arms float on either side of that left leg for 3, 2, 1. Hugging that left knee back in. Just twisting the left leg across your body so it falls to the right. Left arm goes out to the left, gazing to the left. Taking care of our spine health is so important. Doing twists like this and a lot of spine mobility is so good for you. And twisting back to the center, hugging both knees into your chest. Reach up, hug everything, squeeze it all so tight. Squeeze your fingers, squeeze your toes, squeeze your cheeks, make an ugly squeezed face, squeeze your belly. And then let it all go, letting your feet come down to the mat, your palms face up. Taking a deep inhale across your belly. And exhaling, letting it go. Letting your eyes feel heavy. And resting in Shavasana. And if you're getting ready for bed or you want to relax, I invite you to stay in this Shavasana for a little while longer. But if you have more to do with your day, you can stretch your arms overhead and point through your toes like you're just waking up in the morning. And then curling your knees in, rolling to your right side, making a pillow out of your right arm, sealing in your practice. And then using your left hand, maybe still keeping your eyes closed, doesn't matter which way you're sitting. Just roll back up to a comfortable seated position like we began our class. Back to that nice crossed legs. Hands on top of your knees, facing down for grounding. And we'll return to that 3-part Yogi Breath. So exhaling all the air out of your lungs. And inhaling, filling up your belly and your ribs and your chest. Exhaling out your chest and your ribs and your belly. Inhaling, filling your belly and your ribs and your chest. Exhaling out your chest and your ribs and your belly. Keep going like that on your own for a few breaths. Letting your inhales let you feel light. And your exhales let you feel grounded. Letting that breath go, returning to the normal rhythm of your breath, bringing your palms to touch at heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. I hope that this yoga class has helped you feel more limber, more toned, and in a better mental space. Throughout your day, you can always use this 3-part Yogi Breath to help you feel present. It's great for fighting depression or anxiety because it keeps you in the here and now. Namaste.